Americans no longer want to live in these states. Part 2. And they're moving on to greener pastures. With 50 states in the nation, it's hard to choose where to settle down. One thing is for certain, though, there are some states Americans no longer want to live in. Whether it's the high cost of living in sunny California or the unemployment rate in Mississippi, people are flocking out of their native states to find greener pastures elsewhere in the United States. Survey data, polls, and resident testimony made it clear which states are less favorable among Americans. Keep scrolling to see which states people no longer want to live in. Some might surprise you. Utah doesn't have job opportunities. Utah is actually a popular retirement location, with its national parks and snow-capped mountains. That being said, the state has a difficult time keeping its younger residents. Both job opportunities have been cited as reasons for 65% of outbound moves, while another reason is the rising house prices. According to a 2019 quarterly report conducted by the National Association of Realtors, the median price for an existing single-family home in Salt Lake City has climbed 8% over the last year to a stiff $358,000. Michigan jobs don't have good pay. While Michigan has 3,300 miles of coastline and beautiful parks, residents aren't fooled. Michigan has harsh weather conditions, making elderly people search out other states for their retirements. And as far as young people are concerned, they're flocking to other states in search of better paying jobs and opportunities. According to Bridge Magazine, while the state offers job opportunities in computers, math, and management, it's got even more lover-paying work, such as in food preparation, paying under $20,000 per year. The lack of meaningful work leads highly educated young people to develop brain drain, says the Joint Economic Committee, which causes them to search for better opportunities elsewhere. Kentucky's minimum wage is $7.25. Kentucky's sweeping bluegrass landscape is not enough to keep residents from moving out of the state. With one of the highest unemployment rates in the country, residents are leaving in search of jobs that pay more than the minimum wage of $7.25. Yes, that's what the minimum wage has been for the past 10 years in the state. According to a United Van Lines report, more than half the people who move out of Kentucky are leaving to take a better job somewhere else. Thankfully, Kentucky officials have stated that more job opportunities will open up in the coming years. Hawaii is too expensive. Hawaii is arguably one of the nation's most beautiful states. With its white sand beaches, jungle-like landscape, and beautiful mountains, it's obvious why tourists love visiting. But those tourists never want to stay for more than a few weeks, and wouldn't consider living there for an extended period. This is mainly due to the ridiculously high price that is tacked onto island living. Ex-Hawaii resident Michael Hernandez says, "The only way that I would return to Hawaii is if I hit the lottery, in Florida, and could make enough to move my family and retire." However, that seems almost impossible with just how much more everything costs on the island. Maryland is an expensive state to settle down. Maryland is known for its rich history, good quality of life, and numerous outdoor activities, but those factors aren't keeping residents from leaving the state. People are venturing to other parts of the nation because of the high cost of living in Maryland, job opportunities, and retirement. According to a United Van Lines report in 2018, 49.76% of people are leaving because of employment opportunities elsewhere, while 21.74% of residents are searching for a place to retire. The population of Baltimore is said to be at a 100-year low. Ohio's young people are flocking to more vibrant cities. For many people living in coastal states, Ohio offers a nice change of pace with a lower cost of living and welcoming residents. And while plenty of people are moving to Ohio, more are trying to leave the state. A majority of the moves are job-based, due to Ohio's low employment rate and slow industry growth. According to United Van Lines, the biggest reason people are leaving, by far, is jobs, at 60.75%. Michael Stoll, chair of the Department of Public Policy at UCLA, says, "We're seeing young professionals migrating to more vibrant, metropolitan economies like Washington, D.C., and Seattle. Virginia is being left for retirement." Even with its beautiful beaches, mountains, and low taxes, people are moving out of Virginia. Ironically, The state is considered to be one of the best for retirees because of the previously mentioned aspects. And yet, seniors are the majority age bracket that is leaving Virginia. But retirement isn't the only reason people are moving out, job opportunities are another factor. According to the Nation Movers study by United Van Lines, 23.54% of people are moving for retirement, while 48.25% are moving for new employment opportunities. Washington is great for many things, but not retirement. Washington state has been getting a lot of praise lately for its high quality of life and healthy economy. It's a great place to find jobs and enjoy all the outdoors has to offer in the Pacific Northwest. However, Washington doesn't come out on top when it comes to a retirement option. The state ranks low in both affordability and wellness. Choosing the right region of Washington to retire in could prove tough too, as the weather is harsher in parts of the state. New Jersey's property tax is very high. The Garden State has a coastline of beaches, some of the best pizza in the nation, family suburbs, and tasty local produce. But none of that is stopping people from leaving New Jersey. Although residents from the tiny state are proud to be New Jerseyans, they are moving in droves because of the property taxes and weather. According to United Van Lines, people are moving out of New Jersey faster than from any other state. More than a third flee the state because of job opportunities elsewhere, and an equal share leaves to find greener pastures for retirement. Wisconsin has harsh winters. Even though Wisconsin's low cost of living and steady employment growth is attractive to people, it's not stopping residents from packing up their Green Bay Packers cheesehead hats and moving on out. It's not surprising that people are moving away since the state has one of the harshest winters in the country. According to the National Weather Service, in the entire state's recorded weather history, every winter but 5, when it hit temperatures of at least 30 below zero. In 2018, it was reported that more than half of those who moved out were ages 55 and older, probably wanting to retire somewhere warmer. Nebraska has too many no experience necessary jobs. While Nebraska is home to Warren Buffet, the state isn't exactly one that has people flocking to it for its lovely weather and surrounding natural attractions. It's quite the opposite, actually. People are leaving the state in search of better job opportunities and weather that doesn't change every 5 minutes, as residents joke. A United Van Lines report stated, a hefty 70% of those who move out of Nebraska are leaving in search of work. Something called brain drain is prevalent among residents due to the lack of high-paying jobs and the abundance of minimum wage, no experience necessary positions. Montana residents move to be closer to family. With its beautiful open landscape, mountains, and fresh air, it's hard to believe people willingly leave Montana. And while A-list celebrities are beginning to buy vacation homes in the state, locals are packing up their bags and leaving. Unlike other states on this list, the reason for leaving isn't because of jobs or weather, but to be closer to family. According to the radio station 107.5, 55% of all moves are to leave the state. The biggest reason for people leaving Montana is family. With people living on secluded plots of land, it makes sense that they might want to move closer to family, even out of state.